Bonjour, good morning. I'm Nomi Harris, and I am pleased to welcome you to BOSC 2024, the 25th annual BOSC. And why is this not going, Karsten? I'm just pushing next. Okay. So before going any further, I wanted to respectfully acknowledge that we are currently meeting on unceded Indigenous lands. So BOSC has been running since 2000. This is our 25th BOSC. You can debate whether it's actually our 25th anniversary, but I figured that we can also use that next year for those who don't view this as our 25th anniversary. We are sponsored by the Open Bioinformatics Foundation. You will hear more about that when I'm done. And for the last 15 years, we've been preceded or followed by CoFest, which is a free hackathon-like work event. And I want to thank some of the people who made BOSC possible, the ISCB, in particular, Seth Mulholland, who's been very helpful, our organizing committee and review committee, all of whom are volunteers, of course, the presenters and participants, and also our amazing sponsors, and I'm going to tell you more about them in a minute. Our organizing committee, we have 9 people, and 5 of them are here in person. And the reviewers all did very careful assessments of the submitted abstracts and gave very helpful reviews and feedback. Our review process can be found on our GitHub. So our sponsors, we are so grateful to our new platinum sponsor, Sakara, and they sponsored the awesome socks that you all got. So let's hear it for Sakara. So Sakara is making scientific data analysis accessible at any scale. You may recognize their Nextflow, and their software helps scientists solve today's most complex problems and drives innovation in genomics, global health, and beyond. They have a booth here, so check it out. And we are also so excited to have platinum sponsor Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. Their open science program aims to ensure the universal and immediate open sharing of all scientific knowledge, processes, and outputs. We also have a gold sponsor, the NIH Office of Data Science Strategy, that is leading implementation of the NIH Strategic Plan for Data Science. And we have silver sponsor GigaScience. Beyond open access, GigaScience is your open science solution. So thank you so much to our sponsors. And the sponsorships are so important to BOSC. They help us support our diversity and inclusion efforts. And at this conference, we were able to give 14 presenters free registration. 13 of those are from underrepresented groups. And in the lower right corner is a webpage where we talk more about BOSC's DEI efforts. All right, just very quickly, some program highlights. After me, we will have the Open Bioinformatics Foundation update, a CoFest announcement, and we have videos from 2 of our sponsors. That will be followed immediately by our first session on data analysis. And then we have the lunch and poster session. Please be back promptly at 2:20 p.m. for our first keynote. Then we have 3 more sessions. And our second keynote is tomorrow, along with a closing panel. Our keynote speakers this year are Melanie Courteau and Andrew Su. Andrew will be speaking tomorrow, and don't want to miss those. Those should be great. And we have a closing panel tomorrow afternoon, which will include our keynote speakers, as well as Larry Hunter and Thomas Moi. They are both experts on AI and bioinformatics. It should be a very interesting panel. The posters this year are over a long lunch period, both days, and the poster presenters for BOSC are assigned to session C, which is today, or session D, which is tomorrow. You can check our BOSC schedule to see which day a poster is scheduled for, or you can go to the ISMB program, where you may need to look first under July 15th and you don't find it there, look under the 16th. Tonight we've arranged a pay your own way vegetarian dinner. It starts at 7:30 p.m. at Love McGill, and we made a reservation for 30 people. Last I checked, there was one spot remaining, but if anyone signed up and is not going to be able to make it, please take your name off the list so someone else can sign up. And if you didn't manage to be one of the 30, you can put your name on the wait list. You could show up at the restaurant and see if you can get your own table. It's Monday, so maybe that won't be too hard. They also have a small outdoor patio that you could try to get a seat there. Just a reminder to our speakers to please upload your slides to the podium computer and or our drive. Are we still missing one talk from the opening session? We're all good. Okay, so the long talks are 16 minutes with 4 minutes following for questions. The short talks are grouped into three short talks followed by a combined Q&A for those 3 talks. And we encourage you to join our Slack workspace where you can make connections with the speakers and other participants and continue the conversation. And that's one of the links that's in the footer of every BOSC webpage, along with a link to join our new LinkedIn group, follow us on Mastodon, or look at our YouTube channel for previous BOSC talks. We are no longer participating in the X platform because it's not consistent with our values. As I mentioned, there is a collaborative work event called the CoFest that this year will be July 17th and 18th. So right after ISMB, local here in Montreal, and Hervé Ménager will tell you more about that in a few minutes, but there is still space for people to sign up for that. All right, I think that's all for now, and enjoy BOSC. And I would like to introduce Heather Wensko, who is going to tell you about the OBF.